Greetings, Generals, and welcome to my Ultimate General Civil War Union campaign, which is being fought on Major General Light difficulty using the JMP Rebalance mod version 1.29.1. It is December 20th, and the game says it's time for the Battle of Parker's Crossroads. But I would be remiss as Roy, the history teacher, if I didn't point out that the game is incorrect. The actual Battle of Parker's Crossroads happened on December 31st of 1862, literally the same day as the Battle of Stones River. So there's a couple of other things that are incorrect. I will get to them in a minute. But since it's a game and since it says that we're going to fight Parker's Crossroads on December 20th, so be it. The last battle that I fought was the Battle of Fredericksburg. You can see the results on the screen. One thing that is interesting to note, and I've gotten comments on it before, is how did I avoid all of that cavalry? Well, I will tell you, notice how the Confederates had almost 15,000 cavalry, but no cavalry casualties. It is because I won the battle in Phase 3. I basically did not fight at Prospect Hill in Phase 1. I placed all my units that were on that Phase 1 map up to the northwest. That way, when it went up to Phase 2, I had my two best corps at Phase 2 from Maury's Heights. I flanked Maury's Heights from the top of the map, came down, rolled them up, and moved them all down. And when Phase 3 started, then I had all four corps available to assault Telegraph Road, and I captured Telegraph Road. And if you hold Telegraph Road and Maury's Heights, you win the battle. In fact, that phase did not even end. There was almost an hour and a half of Phase 3 left, but when I held Telegraph Road through the contested timer, it ended the battle. So I didn't get a clear. I was inflicting a lot of casualties. The CS force had moved some units down to try to defend Telegraph Road, but I kind of had them a little bit surrounded. At least I had them on three sides and was pretty much inflicting a lot of casualties. I wasn't really expecting the contested timer to end it. I just thought I would hold it until the end of the phase. But had it gone another hour and a half, I'm pretty sure I could have gotten a clear on that Phase 3 Telegraph Road map. But I didn't. But I did inflict a lot more casualties than I took, and I took the career points, and you can see where I'm at now. I have training there at 6, economy's at 3, Army Org is at 7, and going forward here, let me tell you how I'm going to assign some points. So the 1 point here coming from Parker's Crossroads is going to go into training. That'll put me at training 7. Then I'm going to fight the Battle of Stones River, because at Stones River you get 3 corps, 20 brigades each. That's exactly how I'm set up right now. And so the 2 points from Stones River, however, will both go into Army Organization. That'll give me AO9. That will allow me to deploy 5 divisions, 25 brigades in each division, which is what I will need headed toward Chancellorsville. So let's take a look at the Army. And before I talk about 1st Corps here, which I've got organized different, and I'll explain why here in a minute. 2nd Corps. I'm pretty happy with 2nd Corps' build here after Fredericksburg. Got 2nd Corps built back up. Got one smaller cavalry brigade here, Dubois Mounted Infantry, using Merrill carbines. There was only 550 Merrills available, so that's why he has 550. And then Canfield's Cavalry here, 850, I believe it's new. They're carrying Palmettos. And we have Smith's Mounted Infantry and Parents Mounted Infantry, which were both at Fredericksburg. 3rd Corps, likewise, has been rebuilt, and 3rd Corps has this division down here, the division of the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and Connecticut, and the 2nd Maine. And this was Key's brigade, and you may be noticing something. If you've been watching my videos, I was running a sub-mod that allowed me to use lowercase letters and also to name the divisions. But if you follow the Discord board, Panda Kraut has the rebalance mod version 1.3 is now in beta testing, and so I am planning to fight Parker's Crossroads, and then I'm going to fight Stones River Union, and then I'm going to go over to my CSA video campaign that I'm also fighting on Major General Light, and I'm going to fight Stones River CSA, and I'm going to get those posted. And then at that point, once I have those posted, I'm going to start experimenting with the beta version of the 1.3 mod. And eventually what I will do is I'm probably not going to finish this campaign on 1.29.1, but I'm not going to restart. I will just transition this campaign over to a 1.3 campaign and then just continue forward. So that's my plan. But so since I lost the ability to name divisions, I just have 1st Division, 2nd, 3rd, 4th again. And then the 4th Corps, which I am building out, and I want to have 3 full divisions here, at least 3 full divisions by the time Stones River is over. That way, the divisions here will be the divisions that will shift to 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Corps and give me the 5th Division in each of those corps. I don't really need that 4th Corps, I don't think, but I will start working to build a 4th Corps, and I don't need the 5th Corps until the Battle of Richmond. So I'm not sure how many corps the Union takes into Cold Harbor. I really think it's just 3. It might be 4, but I'll go from there. So, with that being said, let me jump back to 1st Corps, and you'll see that it's organized completely differently. I have 5 infantry brigades in 1st Division. I have 4 infantry brigades in Tyler's Rifles in 2nd Division, and then all the rest of the artillery is here in 3rd Division. And the reason for that is simple. It's because of how the units deploy for Parker's Crossroads. You get to take in 14 units, but you get 8 to start, and then you get 6. Well, at the start, I'm going to take in 3 of these infantry brigades, and then I am going to take in the entire 4th Division so that I can get mobile, get out on the move, engage the Confederate force, and try to keep them away from the Crossroads. And that's not my strategy. I got that from Gonzo Gamer, who did that on his Union 1.28.4 campaign. And then since I'm taking all of 4th Division, I'm going to take the first 3 divisions here, Brooks, Heintzelman, and Sherman. Then what happens is when the reinforcements come in, it's the next 6 division, the next 6 brigades in your corps. And so if I've got this set up right, when my reinforcements arrive, it'll be a large reinforcement come in. It'll be Schimmelfenning, Brewster, Wickham, Kozowski, Loomis, and Jones, and that will be my reinforcements. And that's like 2 divisions of infantry coming in as reinforcements. Tyler's Rifles shouldn't deploy because they should be the 7th unit in line there, so they should not come in, and then none of 3rd Division should come. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen here. So we're going to jump to the battle map, and we'll take a look at the intelligence service report. After Fredericksburg here, they got 14,700 fresh recruits. Lucky for me, they didn't get a training recruit or training or anything, or no veteran reinforcements, so holding them pretty good. They're at +7. I think they were at +10 or +11 going into Fredericksburg, so I have knocked them down some. So we're going to go to Parker's Crossroads, and then I'm going to stop and talk, because remember how I said that historically it's on the wrong date? Well, also in the game, this battle is much bigger than it was historically. Historically, Nathan Bedford Forrest, his cavalry, he had about 7 cav regiments, maybe it was 6, and 1 or 2 batteries of artillery. Forrest had 1,800 cavalry troopers, no infantry, just 1,800 cavalry troopers. The Union force that was meeting him was about 2 infantry brigades. I believe there might have been 1 battalion of cavalry, and then they also had a couple of artillery batteries. So it was 3,000 Union versus 1,800 Confederate. And I believe the Union force lost about 300 men. Forrest lost about 500. And the one thing about the battle that you may be curious about is the Union reinforcements come in at the top of the map, which is behind the Confederates. And that's historically accurate. The Union reinforcements did come in behind the Confederates, but there was a reason for that. Now I know you can't see my mouse, but up here at the top left, and this is not really Parker's Crossroads, but the If this was the real map of Parker's Crossroads, up here at the top left, above this left red arrow, kind of up there by the river, the Union had a defensive line kind of there in that orientation, oriented to the northwest. But as the battle was starting to get underway, the Union commander fell back to more defensible ground, about, I think it's 3/4 of a mile, might have been a mile, but he fell back. And when he fell back, they took an orientation more straight to the north. Well, as Forrest cavalry come in and started attacking them, they just kind of followed them down and started attacking the line. Well, the Union reinforcements that were marching to reinforce, had the Union stayed in its first position, they would have simply come up kind of right on the Union's right flank, right to the rear of the right flank, and come on the line there. But since the initial Union force redeployed and fell back about a mile, 3/4 of a mile, and oriented to the north, well, as the reinforcements came into the battle, they came in right behind Forrest, which led Forrest to give the famous command, at least a lot of people say he did, to charge them both ways. And his troopers did eventually. They broke through, fought their way out, and both sides actually claimed victory at the Battle of Parker's Crossroads. So I'm not taking in 20,000 guys because all of my artillery is staying out, but since I'm taking in all of my infantry, I will be pretty close numbers wise. We're going to skip this. It's basically just telling us that we have established a defense there at Parker's Crossroads. And one thing is that there's been some alternate and a few changes to the battle, and the strategy I'm about to employ is absolutely not my strategy. Okay, I got this from Gonzo Gamer from his I think it's 1.28.4 Union campaign, but I'm about to go very mobile here. I'm going to bring in my entire. Whoops, I don't want them. I'm going to bring in my entire 4th Division. And I am going to go on the attack here early and try to knock out a few of their units as they come up. But the other thing that I have noticed is that in that video, Gonzo did not get hit from the rear right here initially, and I was doing a playthrough earlier, and I actually had to abandon the playthrough. Usually when I'm going to record a video, I will start a playthrough just to kind of make sure I've got my deployment, checking the force and stuff like that. And I'm not recording, and I let it run. And a whole bunch of skirmishers and cavalry come in behind me. So I was sitting out here oriented kind of northwest, waiting on the Confederate force to come down, and they surprised me by coming from a completely different direction. So I am going to get these supply wagons back here close to my infantry, because at this point I don't know where they're going to come from. I am going to actually orient, because I know it's going to take a minute for the reinforcements to come down, or the Confederate force to come down from the top of the map. So I guess I'm going to, just in case here, go ahead and orient here to the south, and get ready for that, because that's what happened to me a minute ago. I kind of got a little bit on the surprised side. And my sharpshooters, I'm gonna get sharpshooters right up here. Actually, I'm gonna get them up here in these buildings. I'm not going to use these fortifications, because these fortifications kind of suck. Although, you know what, they might work for initially, because they're going to be coming down from this direction. And let's see. Let's put them. No, let's not do that. I'm gonna kind of park him on the supplies, and then we'll put the sharpshooters in here. All right, I got everybody else is moving. I'm gonna get my cav up top and try to flank down. All right, we on the move here. One thing I am not good at, and I'll admit it, is I'm not good at watching the mini map. So I'm gonna have to watch this mini map and try to make sure that and of course I'm orienting everybody here to the south, so they won't come from that way this time. That's okay. Now there's other strategies you could do, like you could I'm sure that you could definitely play this with just a bunch of infantry. Even Gonzo Gamer says you could play this with infantry and cav. Somebody's shooting at somebody. My 3-star is who's getting shot at. He's losing a lot of guys fast, and I can't even see who's shooting at him. Lost 26 guys, and I never even saw anybody. Yep, they got skirmishers coming from behind. Here. Sharpshooters have lost 50 guys and have only killed 24. That is not good. Thinking about attacking, but then I saw that other infantry brigade there, and then I thought better of it. right there. He's charging it. I've been taking so many casualties. Get out of there, Cruft. Get out of there, Cruft. Come on, Cruft. Get back. Let me give them a minute to come in. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay. Oh man, my sharpshooters are getting smoked a little bit. Oh, I didn't bring that supply wagon. I guess I should have took the money out of the supply wagon. That might have been how you keep that supply wagon from... Oh! Sherman is wavering. He's routing. Oh, he's wavering. Mount up, mount up, mount up. Back up. Wickham is wounded. Dennis Wood. If you are still watching the Parker's Crossroads video, it means that my battle survived me getting kicked out to my Windows screen. I was right here at this point, and all of a sudden, boom, I got kicked out the Windows screen, and my computer told me that it was time for a restart. And it said it recorded the first clip. I managed to click back on the game screen opened. I hit pause immediately, and so I am very hopeful that I am going to be able to record and continue here. So I'm going to hit play, and hopefully I won't have to completely redo this battle. Oh no! So Brewster managed to get routed by a wavering 2-star. Not know there was an infantry unit here. Oh no. Break off. So Scribner has been captured basically. I have got to go get Scribner. Where is my corps commander got routed off the screen? Well, I didn't see when that happened, but my corps commander is no longer available. Don't know where old Jonas King has gotten himself to. Mount up woods. Okay, there's been a lot kind of going on here, and this battle has been going back and forth both directions. supplies down here before one of these random CS cavalry units decides it wants to go up there and capture it. Okay. It seems to me like the CSA just kind of comes from everywhere here, and man, did they! It was wild. I do think I kind of have the battle under control at this point. I don't want to get too cocky too quick, but nope, y'all need to stay facing this way. Let's see, I think they may be able to handle it. Let's go this direction. Line has lost 850 men. Oh, alright, I'm changing directions here. We're going back with insolence because they're still swarming all over the place. Oh, and 20th Tennessee is still up there. Okay. This battle has lived up to its reputation as being a little crazy. They kind of came from everywhere. I'm losing a lot of casualties. I lost my corps commander here at some point. At some point, old Jonas King got routed off the map. I don't even know what happened to him. I missed when that happened. It must have been when something was going on up above it. About 3 minutes left. And I don't know if it's going to let me finish. Now. So I'm going to take this, what I got right here. Wow, I lost 5,453 guys. I only inflicted 7,359. I did win the battle. It wasn't a pretty win. Got 4 wounded. Didn't even capture a lot because I didn't capture a lot of soldiers. Alright, you know what? I'm going to take the victory there and get ready for Stones River. Hopefully I can put this video back together into 2 pieces. Alright, I'm going to accept that. And then take a look here. Yeah, Pennsylvania. Yeah, we're going to have to do some serious rebuilding. Gonna have to do some rebuilding to get it ready to go to Stones River. Let's take a look at the battle map, see how bad Stones River. Yep, they're going to be at plus 10% again. They're getting weapons shipment and 2,300 recruits for Stones River. All right. Thank you for watching the Battle of Parker's Crossroads, and tune in next time for the Battle of Stones River.